I'm Sam with Allegro, and today we're checking out how to build a home studio from scratch for a singer-songwriter. Check it out. So building a home studio can often be confusing, and it's hard for someone getting into recording to understand all of the components. They see pictures of these millions and millions of dollars of gear in these professional studios, and then they see this little dinky setup that maybe someone posted online, and they're like, well, that doesn't look very good, and they didn't get very good audio quality from it. And so people are often left confused, and they don't know what more to do once recording on their phone. Today we're going to cover some of the basics of recording and what gear you need to set up your home studio. So the first thing you need is a computer. A computer is absolutely essential. I know that some people think they need high-end computers. This isn't necessarily true. I use a MacBook Pro from 2015, 8 gigabytes of RAM, i5 processor. Very basic computer. I got it used for $400 off of eBay. You can probably use the computer that you already have. If it has as much as 8 gigabytes of RAM and i5 processor, as long as that's your minimum requirements, you should be fine to produce whatever music you might need. Now, the next thing you will need on your home studio is actually software, and this is a DAW, or a digital audio workstation. Now what a digital audio workstation is it's a software where you arrange and you mix and you track all your audio and you basically make your song. It's the center of your workflow. It's basically where you take a bunch of different audio stuff, process them, make them sound professional, and turn it into one audio track that you can send out to the world. Now, some free DAWs I might recommend are Pro Tools first. This comes with any of our Mackie items that you purchase from our store. There's going to be a code with the Mackie items, and you can go to Pro Tools and download Pro Tools first, and it's a free DAW. You can get it for free on your computer, no payment. Another one I might recommend if you have a Mac is GarageBand. GarageBand is a great free DAW, great free plugins, great virtual instruments as well, and it's completely free. Now, if you're interested in spending a bit of money on your DAW, pretty much the main three I'd recommend are Ableton. Ableton Live is definitely more geared towards people who are interested in producing music like EDM or hip-hop. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out Ableton Live. They have a bunch of different versions you can check out. There's Logic Pro, which is like the bigger brother of GarageBand, and that's definitely like a in-depth software, works super well. And then there's Studio One and Pro Tools. Studio One kind of comes with all the Presonus stuff. That's a very integrated system. And Pro Tools is the industry standard software. And it's really good at tracking and recording and like processing audio. So what's the next thing we need? Now we're getting into the actual gear. So the first piece of actual gear you need for your home studio is an audio interface. Now, an audio interface is basically a link between your inputs, your outputs, and your processing, which is your computer. So what you need an audio interface for a starter home studio, if you're just trying to connect a vocal mic or maybe a guitar mic, you probably want something maybe like the Mackie Onyx Artist. I did a review of that, and you can go check that out, and I'll have the link in the description for that one. But maybe the Mackie Onyx Producer is an interface we also do, or the Mackie Big Knob Studio, which I have right behind me here. So there's plenty of options as far as interfaces. There's the Presonus Audiobox 96, which I've used in a few of my videos. There's stuff from M Audio, stuff from Scarlett, or Focusrite, sorry, the Scarlett series. And so you can check out tons of budget audio interfaces. So what's the next thing you need after you have an audio interface? So you need to get audio into your computer. And to get good quality audio, you need a microphone. So we have the Mackie EM-91C right here to my right. Oh, it's a little high up, but this is the Mackie EM-91C microphone. This is a condenser microphone, $80, fantastic. It will definitely cover your studio needs. It's great for tracking vocals. It's actually really good on acoustic guitar as well, and it would definitely cover for your studio. A couple alternatives are the Mackie EM-89D, which I did a review of already, and you can go check out that link in the description. And there's some other condenser microphones that you can get, some stuff from Shure, like a SM58 and an SM57. Definitely check those out as well. So there's options there as well. Moving on from the microphones, the next element we need to your home studio is some headphones. And when I say headphones, I'm not talking about kind of earbuds or headphones that you get from the store like Beats or Skull Candy or stuff like that, because those are consumer headphones. And while they might sound really good for listening to songs that are already mixed and recorded, what you want is some studio headphones, and those have what's called flat frequency response, meaning they don't boost any frequencies and they don't really cut any frequencies. Now, there's no headphones with true flat frequency response, but they are more flat than consumer grade headphones. So some headphones you might want to check out for this. What I have behind me here and what I've been using for a while is the Mackie MC-100s. They're very similar to the Sony MDR-7506s. Those are industry standard headphones, and these come in at a third of the price, so these are great. Some other ones are the Mackie MC-150, the MC-250. We have the Sennheiser HD200, HD280s, stuff like that. So those are all options for you. So what else do you need? So basically those three pieces of gear, the fundamentals: microphone, audio interface, and headphones. But here's some other things you can do to help improve your workflow, help improve your studio if you have the budget to allow it. So the next thing we want to look at is some studio monitors, which I have this Mackie CR-4X studio monitors right behind me. Again, I've done a review of these monitors. You can check that link out in the description. And you'll be able to have links for all of this gear to purchase in the description. But studio monitors help improve your workflow because studio monitors, again, are more flat, but also you want some decent sized speakers that don't. So one of the biggest issue with mixing with headphones is a lot of times the closed back will end up making certain frequencies pop more than others, and that is not a good thing. And so what you want with studio monitors is you can listen to it in the room as it will actually sound, and they're very flat and unbiased. And so you can use this, and I typically recommend, so some people are really diehard, I want to mix on studio monitors, and other people are really diehard, I really want to mix on headphones because they're much more versatile, and you can mix anywhere with headphones, and the reasons go on and on. I think the best home studio setup uses both of these, and you kind of switch back and forth, because the more mediums that you mix on, the better sound you will get across many platforms. So I think it's a good idea to mix on both headphones and studio monitors. Now, one of the last pieces of gear that I would recommend is a MIDI controller, which is this piece of equipment right here. Now, MIDI controller, at first you go, oh, that's like a piano keyboard. But this is actually no different than your typing keyboard for your computer. This just sends ones and zeros to your computer, and then your computer sends those ones and zeros into a virtual instrument to create a noise for whatever. So you can create drum tracks with this, you can create synthesizer tracks for this, piano tracks for this. You could, if you find the virtual instrument, you could do, trombone, saxophone, whatever kind of sound you're going for. And this helps you, this is a controller for that. So again, you can program those things without a MIDI controller. However, this is one of those things that it's not essential, but it helps your workflow. It absolutely helps quicker mix, a quicker production of a song, and I think it just definitely taps into your musical side more than your tech side, and I think that's a good thing to have when you're producing in the studio. So what are some other things we need? So we've covered most of the main stuff. Now some other things we absolutely need for our studio, but I didn't really talk about that much, is microphone stands. Definitely are going to need those. You can't be holding a microphone as you're recording with it. It will capture the sound of you handling it, and also the entire sound of your body moving. So definitely need a microphone stand. And microphone cables, XLR cables, probably about a 10-foot should do for most home bedroom studios, but depending on the size of your room, you could need up to maybe 25, 30-foot cables. So that you buy those based on your needs and based on how many microphones you have. So now that we've kind of gone over all of the gear, all of the types of gear, let's talk about some specifics and a specific studio build that you could set up today. So I behind me here have the Mackie Studio bundle, and this bundle comes with 2 microphones, the Mackie EM-89D, the Mackie 91C, the Mackie Big Knob Studio, which is an extremely versatile interface that is also combined with a monitor switcher, and I'll go over that as well in a different video. This thing's a beast. It's absolutely great for a home studio, and this thing could be great for even professional studios outside of a home studio. And then we have the Mackie CR-4X studio monitors, the Mackie MC-100 headphones, and it comes with cables and stuff, and I use my own to hook all this up. So basically all you need to add to this is mic stands and you're set to go. And some other things I might recommend while I'm at it. For the studio monitors, you'll see I have these foam pads. These are called isolation pads, and this is really good because a lot of times when studio monitors are set directly on your desk, they end up vibrating the desk, so you get more bass frequencies kind of traveling through your desk than you actually have. So I would recommend some foam isolation pads. It allows you to get a more true mix from your studio monitors. The Mackie Studio bundle comes in at a price point of $500, which is absolutely amazing considering you get studio monitors with it. You get this thing, which is $250 alone, and it's like so something I want to say about the Mackie Big Knob Studio is it's not just an interface. This is also a controller. This is also, if you had multiple sets of monitors, it has inputs and outputs to switch between those 2 sets, and so it's super useful. It has a talkback mic, which you can hold down the button, talk back to into the interface, and it'll come back through an artist's headphones if you're an audio engineer working with an artist. So I think that's super cool. It's something that you will grow into and you won't outgrow. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. If you're interested in any of the gear we talked about today, there's going to be links in the description for all of that, or you can come visit us at Allegro Music in Parker, Colorado. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, please like, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you in the next video.